Let's talk about how the process goes with you being recruited by Florida State, and what was it that attracted you to FSU?
It was really a process of just having a relationship with people. So, I mean, that made it really easy to make my selection.
Next will be Chris Nee from Knowles 247.
Hey DJ, nice to talk to you again. I know from our last conversation you knew Coach Dillingham obviously well, but did you know Coach Yak, David Johnson, very well?
No, sir, I didn't.
What is your early impression of him just as you get to know him?
I mean, definitely a good guy. I mean, so far from knowing him. And I mean, I just can't wait to get to work with him.
We'll go back to Antoine from the Democrat.
How much did the appeal of playing back in the state of Florida after playing in Auburn factor into your decision?
Honestly, not much. I mean, I just want to play ball. And I mean, Florida State ended up being the school I chose, so happy to be here.
Next will be Aslan Hajabandi from Warchant.
DJ, having played college football for a few years now and being part of the team and a program, was there anything different when picking another school this time around, or was there anything that you kind of found yourself valuing maybe a little bit more this time around?
No, sir, not at all. I mean, you're going to get good football anywhere you go. So, I mean, I just want to play ball.
We'll go back to Antoine.
Having a guy like Mackenzie Milton transfer here, I'm sure it speaks volumes, or at least moves the needle a little bit for some recruits. Did that factor in as well for you? And also, kind of what are your thoughts on the running back room at FSU?
I mean, it definitely did when you look at it from the outside. I mean, like last year's record wasn't too good, but I believe, they got something cooking here. So.
Next will be Gene Williams from Warchant.
Hey DJ, obviously you're probably familiar with offensive coordinator Kenny Dillingham. How much did that factor in, and what does he do on offense that you like, that thinks will fit your skill set?
Can you say that again, please?
I was asking about Kenny Dillingham, the offensive coordinator. Obviously, I figure you're familiar with him. What do you like about what he does, and did you guys have some conversations during this process?
I mean, I just trust in his process, what he does. I mean, he runs the football, he throws it, but I just trust in the process that he has.
We'll go back to Aslan from Warchant.
Is there anything you remember, I know, this would be a funny story, but is there anything that you remember that Coach Dillingham did when he was at Auburn that kind of made a positive impression on you as a football player?
I mean, he's always a positive guy. I mean, he just lights up the room wherever he goes and makes everybody happier and, blessed to be there.
We'll go back to Chris from Knowles 247.
Can't remember if you played South Carolina last year or your first year at Auburn, but do you remember Jamie Robinson or Keir Thomas at all from your meeting with them?
Not really. I just know, I mean, when we played against him, he played really well, and that's pretty much it.
And next will be Kurt Weiler from the Tallahassee Democrat.
Before a lot of you guys kind of went public with transferring to FSU, Mackenzie Milton was, I would say, probably the first guy. How much did wanting to play with a guy like him, kind of seeing what he's done in the past, factor into your decision?
Not much. I mean, there's a lot of great players out there, but for sure, Mackenzie Milton, everybody looks at that. So, I mean, that definitely factored my decision.